perhaps you did not read my note. Are you prepared to lend your services to the Overlord once again? We have discovered that the Tunarian Alliance's main source of income is from a mine in the Wilder Wood. The mine is the perfect setting to employ our next strategy for conquering the island, distraction. By causing a disruption at the mine, it will allow us to flank the Kinosians from the opposite side. Who better to teach you the fine art of distraction than a coercer? Return to the camp in Seaside Glade, where Coercer's Lith will fill you in on the details of our plan. Report back to me after you have succeeded against the Tunarians.
So, ready for a little sabotage? The mine is inside the Wilder Wood in the far eastern corner. Head in there and stir up the hornet's nest. Take out some of their miners, and while you're at it, grab some of the loose ore around the mine. Te'il wants to know what it is that they're mining. Nice work. As you probably noticed, there are additional Tunarian horse sentries being sent into the Wilder Wood to check on the mine. We need another distraction to thin out the Kinosian forces even more. It's time to deal with those meddling sentries once and for all. Head back into the Wilder Wood and take out some of these horse sentries. The more you slay, the more Kinosians will be sent to investigate, which will provide our chance to attack. Return to me when the deed is done. By the way, I'll take those ore samples and make sure they find their way to Teil.
Hello there. So, you're the new addition to the outpost that we've been hearing about. I've been stationed here by the Overlord to instruct you in ways that you can interact with the world around you. There are several types of individuals and items you can interact with. Among these are other player characters, non-player characters, objects in the world, and items in your inventory. Sometimes you'll receive items in your inventory, such as when you complete a quest or loot a chest from a fallen opponent. Other times, you'll receive an item by clicking on a glowing object you see in the world, or that is given to you by another player. Open your inventory with the I key, or open up all bags you are carrying by pressing the B key. You can bring up a menu of choices for what you can do with an item by right-clicking on it. Double-clicking the left mouse button on something in your inventory will try to do that item's default action. If the item is a piece of armor or a weapon, you can equip it. If it's a book or note, you can read it. If it's food or drink, you can consume it. Some items, such as furniture, can be placed while you're inside your house or apartment. Some items in your inventory can give you quests or provide other benefits. Right-click on items in your inventory and select the Examine option to learn more about any item you're carrying. You can perform a number of actions by right-clicking on a nearby player that you see. You can invite them to a group, follow them, talk to them, inspect their equipment, trade with them, and other choices. Some actions can only be taken while you're in a group with them. If one of the right-click choices is gray, it means it's unavailable. You either need to be closer to the other player or be grouped with them. If you're near another player, you can type something on the command line of your chat window and press enter. All other nearby players can see this text. To send a private message, right-click on the character and select the tell option, or hit the T key and type their name. If something glows when you move your mouse over it, you can interact with it. It might be a door or gate that takes you to another location, a book you see on a table, a chest you can loot, or another type of object. Some items glow only if you're on a quest to find them. Sometimes you'll receive information on what the object will do when you hold your mouse over it. Other times you will need to right-click on the object to see what action you can perform with it. Be careful about clicking on an object when you don't know what it will do, as something unexpected might happen. You might draw the attention of someone who didn't want you to touch it, or might end up somewhere you didn't plan to be. There are a variety of non-player characters, NPCs, around Norath. Some of them are there to talk to or buy from, while others are meant to fight. The shape of your mouse pointer when you move it over an NPC indicates the primary means of interaction. If the pointer becomes a speech bubble, you can talk to that NPC. If it becomes crossed swords, you can attack them. If it looks like a stack of coins, that's a merchant. You can see all the ways you can interact with an NPC by right-clicking on it. If an option is gray, you probably need to be closer to it. Well, you're talking to me, so you know at least one way. You can either right-click and select Hail, click on them if that's their default action, or target them and hit the H key. To learn about combat, talk to trainer Darg Frostwind near the Western Archway. To learn about evaluating your opponents, talk to trainer Anna Winston, who is near Darg. Both these trainers provide information vital to your success as an adventurer.
I greet you.
Greetings.
Howdy do. Nice to see ya.
Well met.
You have done enough. Tanarian reinforcements are on their way to the Wilder Wood. Our time for attack is now. Te'il will be glad to hear of your work. Speaking of Te'il, take these sealed orders. She sent them for you, and if I were you, I would not ignore them.
Report to Captain Tyreth at the militia camp in the Valley of Discipline. He can be found in an alcove located in the eastern portion of the valley, near the archway leading to the falls. We must make our final stand against the Tunarians.
The attack has begun, and the enemy shall fall. You must be here to take part in the festivities. Ah, you were the one who coerced these sentries out of the area before the attack. Nicely done. It is time to complete our domination. The militia are advancing and beginning to clear the area. It is time to strike quickly. Take this torch, work your way in, and set fire to 2 of the nearby tents. Others have begun the raising as well. If another's flame fails, make sure you finish the job. This island will soon be ours.